here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now Drake. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 47-yard line.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. 6-0 our score after 1. Murray with a 3rd and long. Going for the deep ball. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Here's Andy Lee now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. On 1st down, Ingram. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. Jackson on 3rd and long from his end zone. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. And now Jackson will look to throw it. He uncorks it for Snead. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. After the turnover, here's Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Bynes charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now Murray. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray going up top. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 34-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. The 18 gainer, 18 gainer. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy?
Ingram. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
It's easy work.
But he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Chandler Jones in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Sliding out of the pocket. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson, and they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Watch the screen.
They'll run on first down. It's Ingram, and the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 48-yard line.
Come on, set. 6 yards. Watch the ship.
Here's Jackson to throw. Buying time to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. It's complete to Snead. And he's got room. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Willie Snead. His first touchdown of the new season as the Ravens push further out in front. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you're trying to throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He sets to fire deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Demir Bird, the intended receiver. Third down here.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Throwing on third and long. Murray. And they're going to sack him again. The fifth time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
That's a lot of points. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Play action. Now Jackson. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Boy, the run on first down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. On second down, Johnson. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Throwing on third and long. Murray flushed out right. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Jackson, and he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
58, Mike. Here we go, D. 22.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's Andrews. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Here's Sam Cook now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Here's Bird to return. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we have come to halftime, and what's already a two-time. That's where we find our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson on the move to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, his third touchdown now on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
But they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field.
They'll try the jet sweep with Kirk. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a third and about 5.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
To throw, it's Murray. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. Oh, now Murray has it stripped, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Well, we had the fumble last, and he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Let's go now. Pittsburgh. Yeah. You don't want none.
They'll get their receiver involved here. It's Brown. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces.
A 7-yard loss brings up third down.
It's like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
43.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Right back to Drake. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Cardinals.
57. Mike.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Steps away. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Pernell McPhee able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can under pressure again, and down he goes again. Tony Jefferson, he's the one that drops him this go-around. And that pass rush getting strong here, back-to-back sacks. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray. And can you believe it? It's a second safety in this ball game. And this defense continues to dominate. How about 2 safeties in one game here?
You don't even put that on your goal sheet. This is something that results when you're playing really well on defense and the offense has nowhere to go with the football. Dominating performance.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. There have been no struggles here for this crew. I mean, they were up double digits at halftime, and they've just expanded that here in the second half.
And it appears there are no answers from the defensive side. I think right now, if I'm the coordinator, if I'm down on the field, if I'm wearing a hat, I've already thrown it. If it's a visor, it's sailed, right? My game plan is down by my feet right now because nothing I've drawn up appears to be working.
Well, he's going to have to find something right now to stop this offense. The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. Well, everyone in this stadium knows Jackson can do that as well as any QB in the league. They talked about limiting some of his running this year, especially the design runs, but he's still going to scramble when he feels he has green in front of him. He led all quarterbacks last year, 690. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Miles Boykin, his first NFL reception, goes for 6 as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Baltimore. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Pernell McPhee in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Play action. Now it's Murray. Rolling, and the pressure gets to him again. Pernell McPhee. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Randy Gregory. The offensive line is in tatters as that's now 3 sacks in 3 plays. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Murray sets to throw on 4th. He'll get this into the hands of Byrd. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And my goodness, that means this next drive will begin 4 yards from the end zone already. Now it's Ingram. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Ingram, his 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys continue to pour it on. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Being chased out left. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And fresh off the pick 6. They've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll roll him out right. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Matt Judon able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Hey, I'm coming. 25, check 25, check 25. Check 24. Check 24.
Now Murray, he bootlegs it. Rolling to his right. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, he's looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
See what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. And he's going to go down again. Pernell McPhee make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, you know, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football and not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th and goal here as they search for a late score.
Mike 36. Mike 36. I'm good.
They're going for it. It's Murray. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Check 3. Check 3. Bravo. Whip. Whip. Go. Watch the whip.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. He'll under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here we go. 18 gainer. Hey, tighten down. There you go.
Now Jackson back into his end zone. Forced out to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to... And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
All the practice, all the training, all the meetings. In this situation, I know exactly what quarterbacks are taught. Take care of the football. That's job one, paramount. Because you cough it up here, you might be giving up 6 points real easy.
Tip of the cap to the defense, though, forcing the fumble. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Murray again, 2nd and 10. He gets this one to Johnson. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
36.
Murray and company going for it on 4th. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
Watch this at 6. Pull it. High. You go tight. You got tight. Off.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Sliding out of the pocket. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Oh, Patrick Peterson, the shutdown corner, was there on the coverage. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
We own them. We own them. 43 is the mic. 43.
Jackson now. Going to throw again. Got him in. It's Brown. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Now Jackson on first down. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Baltimore, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next.